On January 25th, 2016, while I was worshiping the Lord in holy dancing, the Lord began to speak to me concerning the mission concerning the youth. As I was worshiping, I was putting on a t-shirt given to me at a conference called Arise, O Joshua Conference by Prophet Sadhu. In that conference, the Lord used Prophet Sadhu to share a message concerning the nations in Indochina region, especially Thailand, that the youth among these nations would arise, and they would bring revival to the other countries, to the Asian countries, and even to America and all over the world. And the gospel will arise from these nations, and it will go back to the nations and bring the gospel to them once again. The Lord shared a vision to Prophet Sadhu concerning this region, that the fire of revival, the fire of God, is surrounding these nations, flowing through these nations, and it will start with the youth. As I was worshiping the Lord began to remind me all these things again, and He began to speak to me concerning the youth. In the past, the last thing I would ever want to do is to be a youth pastor. I was thinking of youth as scary people, even though I'm in the same age as them. But I see them as untamed, wild, and not easy to talk to. I did not know how to handle them, but that night, as the Lord began to give me compassion for them, I began to cry out for them. I knelt on the floor and I was crying to the Lord. I was speaking in tongues when the Lord began to speak to me, and I had to write these down. These are the words the Lord has given to me. I have set aside people in this generation for my purpose. They shall rise up like an army of dry bones to work in the final harvest of souls. Thailand will shine and will light the Asian continent on fire. It will start with the youth. Jehovah. And after this, the Lord began to speak to me. He began to continue to speak to me. Arise, pick up your weapon for war. It is no longer time to sit back. The harvest is ready. Carry the torch and go out in the dark. Save souls, pull out those in darkness. Then my people bound in Satan's bondage shall be set free to work for me. I, the Lord, will be with you, Jessy. My power shall be with you. I have anointed you for this generation, this country, Siam. Arise, arise and shine for me. I, the Lord, will be with you, even through dangers, oppositions, chains, discomforts. I will be with you and will never leave you. You have suffered for a reason. It is my strategic positioning. Arise, my daughter. Fill your heart with love and compassion for the lost. Feel my heart beating for them. You have done well, Jidapa. Now you are called, set aside by me, the Lord God, who created you. You will shine for your house, your community, and your country. Jesus. And after that, the following day in the morning, in my morning prayer, the Lord began to speak to me. He began to give me the interpretation of my tongue for the first time in my life. And once more, the Lord began to speak to me concerning youth. While I was speaking in tongues, I had the image, I had the picture, the vision, the picture of the adults I knew. And as I was focusing on them, the Lord began to speak to me. He began to speak to me concerning the youth, and I began to hear a voice saying to me, why did they give up on my youth? Why did they give up on my youth? I had to turn on my recorder, and the following was what came out of my mouth. It was not from my own mouth, it was not from my own mind, but it was from the Lord. So please listen. Why did they give up on my youth? Why did they give up on my youth?
Varioto pakarante useto. Yusatoria perionte. These are the people my father died for and shed the blood of his son for. Why did they give up on my youth? Why did they give up on my youth? Kusaburante useriota. Why did they give up on the people I have laid down my life for? Kushamurante kusandia. Oh, my heart is beating. It's bleeding. Kuramburrato yo seria. Yo shataro variante. I'm gonna rabario to satlo kutamerio. Yo shata cargante. I, the king who is enthroned above the heavens. Kushataro with my outstretched arm. I'm going to rescue this youth out from the darkness. Kusaboramberioto out from addictions. Kusataromberietos out from depression. Kusaboramberiote kusabarande kiseronde. How repito serokute. Oh, how my heart is breaking for them. How I'm crying because they have neglected them. Kusapurande yo cerro te kitarameto sarande. Yo shokurambereto arise Jessy. Kusemberande yo serra merio horen. I have clothed you with the power of the Most High. Yo shombarande kusarande yo. Yokusamarande, you are the worker in the final harvest, Horende, in the end time. Sobarande, Yopurihito Samboriate, Yokubarande, Sobarande, you carry the name of the Lord your God, Jesus. And go out, Operionte, Orande. I'm giving you the total cover to rescue the youth. I'm giving you the power. You will be like Aaron to speak for me. Yoshanderionte. You will do signs and wonders like Moses. Kusaporamberihito sapukurandehito. I, the Lord God, will be with you. Yoshoramerito. My scepter will be with you. You open the door, Repito Sanrayande, and enter into Satan's den, and proclaim the name of the Lord your God. Yo Campareso, Yo Stereo. Well done, Derieto Samporiante. Yo Kusarante, Yo Stereo. Yo Sarande. Burn King Jesus. Yo serio berieto sarekito marieto. The king who walked this earth, yo sepito. The caporam beriesosa. The king who has starved himself and sacrificed everything he had. Yo purante. The king who walked barefooto perante cusaparante. Yoshete Kurande, the king who has laid out everything for you. Shoparande Kurato, the king who shed his blood on his nail-pierced hand. The Purande and the hole in my hands, Aurieto, is pouring out my blood to save the nations. Help him. The youth shall rise up. The Kurato, and proclaim my name and bring my banner. Oh, Shadow. I'm seeing the Thai banner, the Thai flag, being waved over as the Kushamaran and the people coming to the king. Yoshuparande, Yosaran, the army of light. Kusaburayore, though I have called you, my child. Ukere. You work for me, Riosera. I put the word in my mouth, just like I did to Jeremiah. Don't say you were a youth, Obediendo. I have given you the great power Be humble before me. Yo Sheriambere, that you will not fall. Yarate, Kusarayambe. Yo Sarande, I love you, my child. Ye Kurande, I'll be with you now, even to the end of the earth. In Jesus' name. The King who is your God is speaking.